Jealousy is killing your dating life, and here's how to fix it. Now, if you're someone that's trying to improve their dating situation, you're out there doing cold approach with the main goal of meeting higher quality women or attracting more beautiful women into your life, you need to start to develop a higher level of confidence and start to feel more secure in yourself whilst you're with this girl. You have to understand, if you are the type of guy that has the tendencies to feel jealous or insecure, or you get a little bit needy, and even sometimes in your behavior you start to become a little bit controlling, you won't be able to keep these girls around. You have to understand, beautiful women have big networks, large social circles, and get a lot of attention from men. For an example, these girls are generally going to be getting hit up by 20, 30 men a day into their Instagram DMs. Every single time that you probably go to a nightclub with your girl and a few friends, most likely she's going to have 4, 5, 6 dudes a night hit on her right in front of you. And even for an example for myself with my current girlfriend, every single time I go to the gym, there is some dude right in front of me that literally approaches her at the gym every time we go. And you have to start getting comfortable with this, because that is what happens when you date beautiful women. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to give you some perspective on how you can start to navigate these emotions of jealousy and insecurity if they do pop up, and how you can start to feel more confident and secure in your relationships, and how you can mitigate any insecurities moving forward. Now, most of the tips I'm going to be giving you guys is going to be specifically for the guys that have been dating girls for a couple of weeks to a couple of months, so they're early on in their relationships. And yes, some of the tips I'm going to give will be relevant to guys in medium-term relationships or long-term relationships as well, but I want to primarily in this video focus on the guys that are new in their relationships, because this is generally speaking when most of the insecurities and feelings of jealousy and neediness pop up. So I think when it comes to decreasing any forms of jealousy or insecurity or neediness, or like the fear of your girlfriend or the girl that you're currently dating either breaking up with you or cheating on you, I think the best way to actually overcome this fear is just have a really good understanding of basic female sexual psychology. And it's understanding that women by nature, biologically, are more monogamous creatures when it comes to their dating preferences. This is why it's so hard to hook up with hot girls, because they have to be selective with who they sleep with. They're risking pregnancy. So if you're hooking up with a chick, or you're dating a chick, and you guys have been sleeping together for a few weeks to a few months, she in the back of her subconscious mind, biologically, has already made a decision that, hey, if I was to get pregnant with this guy, I'd be okay with it. She's already thinking in her head, I see a future with this guy potentially, and I'm okay with the idea of if I did get pregnant, I'd be willing to commit to this particular individual. This is awesome, because sex for a woman is the biggest investment she can make into someone, and she's already chosen you. So generally speaking, if you're hooking up with a chick over a longer period of time, she's not looking to sleep with someone else. She's not looking to cheat on you. The only time that's going to probably pop up is if you're being a shitty boyfriend, or if you're getting really jealous and insecure and needy, and you're becoming controlling and you're becoming a problematic partner. That's when obviously there's going to be issues in the relationship. But if you as a boyfriend are a good high quality partner, you look after your girl, you give her compliments, you make her feel secure, you give her attention, you look after her, you provide for her, and also simultaneously you make sure that you as a man are still on your purpose, you're focused on your career, you're still making sure that you look good, you feel good, you're going to the gym, you're taking care of your physical appearance, you're also still hanging out with friends, and you're focused on other areas of your life that's not just solely focused on her. If you have a combination of these things in your relationships, a girl is never going to leave you. She's already made the conscious decision that there is a potential in the future for you guys to actually have children together. So she's going to be sticking with you for the long term as long as you're a good boyfriend. I think as a really good example of women having the tendencies to be more sexually monogamous creatures is this. I remember a couple of years ago, I was in a one-sided open relationship. And this meant that for me on my end, I was able to freely sleep with whoever I wanted. But my current partner at the time was sexually exclusive to me. She was actually the one to set up this dynamic. At first, I said to her, I said, look, listen, I don't want anything serious right now. I just want to keep things a little bit more open and fun. So I want to have the ability to sleep with other people, and you're also free to do the exact same thing. Now, for her, she was like, look, that's cool and all, but I don't feel the need or the desire to actually sleep with other people. So I just want you to do your thing. And for me, I'm just going to stay committed to you. And this is just, again, another really good example of female sexual psychology. And this is how you actually set up one-sided open relationships, just for future references. Generally speaking, when you set up open relationships, most of the time girls don't act on the opportunity of sleeping with other guys. They usually stay exclusive to you. Anyway, that's a side note. I remember with this specific girl that she was, at the time, she had a modeling contract with Nike. So objectively, she was a very beautiful girl and she got a lot of attention from men. And I remember there was many nights that she would go out and she'd get hit on like by a bunch of different dudes, even B-list celebrities that invite her to the VIP booths and buy drinks and things like this. And these dudes were way more attractive than me. They were like 6'3", jack tattoos, and they're on like reality TV shows. And they're trying to hit up my girlfriend every single time that she was going out. And again, the reason why I was able to stay so comfortable in a situation with my girlfriend was in situations where she was meeting higher status dudes, and I didn't feel a huge amount of jealousy and insecurity, is in the back of my mind, I just knew that she'd already made a sexual, emotional, and biological commitment to me over a longer period of time, that I just knew that she wasn't going to sleep with someone else. Even if they had more status, they were better looking, they were more attractive, more charismatic, it didn't matter. She was invested in me. And that's what you guys need to understand is if you're a good boyfriend, you're a high quality partner, you look after your girls, and you maintain all these healthy, masculine, attractive traits in your personality, then no matter what situation a girl's going to get into, no matter how high status the guys that she might meet, dude, the vast majority of the time, I'd say 99% of the time, nothing's ever going to happen. And I think for me, just having a really good understanding of this has helped me date a lot of beautiful women and just know in the back of my mind, like, look, she's going to get a lot of attention, but I already know that she's committed to me. Now, the second recommendation that I give guys to start decreasing any forms of jealousy or insecurity early on in their relationships is I recommend for them not to completely and fully emotionally commit to a girl until she's passed the screening process. You can look at it almost like a probation period. So for an example, when you go for a job interview, which is very similar to you taking a girl out on a date, if she passes the date situation or you pass the job interview and you now get the job and she gets the job of potentially being in your life, what happens is with a job, you have a 3, 4, 5-month probational period before you actually get locked into a full-time contract. Same goes for a potential long-term partner. Once the girl's been on a date with you, you guys have been intimate together, then for you, in your mindset, should be like, okay, this chick has passed the first test, she's passed the first interview, now she's going into the probation period before I make any form of emotional or even sexual commitment. And generally speaking, you want to be looking at least 3, potentially even 6 months before you make any form of emotional commitment. And now, what this means is you still are obviously going to potentially really like a girl. You're still going to emotionally invest to a certain point. You just don't want to overly invest in her too soon until she's passed the screening process. So what you want to do is just keep things in your mind open. Don't be thinking to yourself, oh my God, this girl is so hot. She's amazing. She's the potential future mother of my children. I want to get married, and start getting really, really attached and clingy early on. Just, dude, take a step back, relax, come from a place of healthy skepticism. Just enjoy your time with this girl and see how she starts to interact with you, your friends, your family, and put her in different situations where maybe she is getting hit on by different dudes, and seeing how she acts and behaves in different situations. So you can get a general understanding if she is the type of girl that you would like to commit for the long term later on, once she's actually moved through the probational period, to see if she is a good long-term partner. A lot of the reasons why guys feel huge amounts of jealousy or insecurity early on is because they've already made the conscious decision as soon as they sleep with the girl, oh my God, this girl is now going to be my long-term girlfriend. I fucking love her. She's amazing. She's the best thing I'm ever going to be able to get, especially if she's a really pretty girl. This is like, generally speaking, what guys do. They put girls on pedestals and they just get super emotionally committed. This is a big mistake, because then that's when you start to cultivate feelings of jealousy, inadequacy, insecurity, neediness, and you start to get controlling and start behaving oddly in your relationships because of the overinvestment. And when you start to overly invest very early on in your relationships, it starts to change the power dynamic in relationships as well, where you're more invested than the girl is. And when this usually happens, it's a disaster for relationships. And this is when girls eventually end up, potentially ending things. So what I recommend is for all of you guys that just start dating girls, you've just hooked up with them a few times, take a step back emotionally, put your guard up a little bit with a healthy level of skepticism, and think to yourself, okay, I'm not going to fully emotionally commit to this girl until I've actually spent a good 2, 3, 4 months with her. And then once I can see that she's a high quality chick, she's been reliable, she's respected me, she's been loyal and faithful, then you can start to actually emotionally invest and dive deeper into the connection with that particular girl. And then you can move things forward from there. And I promise you, if you just take a little step back in the early stages, this is going to help you be a lot more relaxed, detached from the outcome, treat things a little bit more casual in the early stages, and this is going to create a lot more emotional security within yourself. You're going to be a lot more confident, and you're going to navigate the relationship in a much more optimal way. Now, the last thing I want to mention is learning how to cultivate an abundance mindset. Now, there is nothing more empowering than an abundant mindset. If you want to decrease the vast majority of any of those icky feelings of insecurity, inadequacy, neediness, or attachment with the girls that you're dating, it's learning how to be abundant. Now, how do you become abundant? It's simple. Get good at cold approach pickup. When you have the ability to consistently go out there and approach high quality women, get their numbers, set up dates, go on the dates, bring these girls into your life and hook up with them. When you have the ability to do this, there is nothing more empowering for your self-esteem and your self-confidence. When you're in situations where you might be dating a girl and she's getting a lot of attention from a lot of different dudes, or she's being hit up by her ex-boyfriend, or maybe she's getting approached right in front of you at the gym, like what happens to me all the time with my girlfriend, and you have these little insecurities pop up every now and then. It's like, ah, fuck, like, you know, this dude's probably better looking than me. What happens if she leaves me or cheats on me? In the back of your mind, if you just know, hey, in the end, if she did decide to leave or cheat, does it really matter? Not really, because I know for a fact, because of the skill set that I've learned, within a week, a couple of weeks, a month, I can go out and meet other beautiful, high quality women, and I can bring them into my life with consistency. And it's easy for me to replace these types of emotional connections. And because of this singular abundant mindset, it will allow you just to be relaxed, to feel at ease, to feel comfortable and secure and confident in yourself, that no matter what happens, you're always going to be looked after, and you can always bring someone else into your life. And this, my friend, is probably the biggest and most important advice I can give around eliminating feelings of inadequacy and insecurity and jealousy in your relationships. This is the most important skill set to learn, which is cold approach and learning how to be abundant. Cool, so hopefully after watching this video, you now feel a little bit more secure moving forward in your dating situation or in your relationships or with the girls that you're hooking up with. And you now know, in the back of your mind, all you really need to do is understand that naturally for women, they are sexually monogamous creatures, and the likelihood of them leaving or cheating on you is very low, especially if you're a high quality partner, you treat them good, you stay on your purpose, etc. Most of the time, girls are going to stay incredibly loyal. You also understand the importance of being skeptical in the beginning stages of any relationship or when you first start dating girls. So just take a step back, get them through the probation period, and once you have confirmed that they are high quality girls, they're loyal, they're faithful, and they're the types of girls you want to see long term, then you can start to emotionally invest, but no sooner than that. And also, you learn how to actually go out there and learn cold approach pickup to create an abundance mindset. This here, guys, these 3 simple tips, these 3 simple mindsets, these 3 different perspectives that you can start to integrate for yourself in your own life, this here is what's going to decrease any forms of insecurity and inadequacy moving forward. And I hope it helps you immensely. Anyways, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this type of dating and self-development content. If you liked the video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And also, guys, if you want to mix things up with some guides, articles, or some step-by-step tutorials that both myself and Ben can't actually post here on YouTube, then all you got to do is join our free private Facebook group. And you can do that by clicking on the link in the description. Join the group and we'll see you there. And also, guys, if you want to look into any form of coaching, for an example, like maybe you really want to learn how to be truly abundant and learn how to actually master the art of cold approach, and you want to take a coaching program with us, whether that be our live 5-day immersion or our online mentorship, whatever it might be, all you got to do for that is click on the link in the description to book a free consultation call with either myself, Ben, or someone from our team for all coaching inquiries. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one.